Hey guys, I am back with another episode of Silver to Diamond, and today we're going to be covering the concept of camera movement with alongside of path deviation. So the way this works is whenever I'm clearing a camp, um, and I can use I have a power spike, like my level 3 power spike, I can be looking for times to deviate from clearing my path efficiently if I see that there's a gank opportunity. Right now, these are two types of things that I'm gonna have to kind of manage myself. One is going to be micro, which is like using my camera, and two is going to be my decision making, whether I can see if a gank is available for me or not, or an invade. This game, I'm against an Elise, and Elise likes to invade. She likes to be very aggressive early, so I do have to watch out. I'm still sticking to simple full clearing, so I'm going to be kind of scared as soon as I step into my top side here against the Elise. So I'm probably not going to take sweeper this game. I'm going to hold on to my ward so I can spot out if the Elise decides to invade me. Okay. And it seems like my MMR is now taking me into platinum games. So this Elise is actually a platinum player, even though I'm still silver. I'm not so sure about this invade, but since everyone is here, yeah, I'm just gonna ping them off. Since everyone is there, I'll just step over and make sure that we look very scary, deter the enemy from trying to turn on us. Apparently, my brand is chat limited. He says. I wonder why he's chat limited, guys. I wonder why. Yeah. So we're not neglecting the other concepts I talked about, which is speed and efficient pathing. So we're going to try to combine all these concepts together, and hopefully this is going to be enough for us to win games in high gold and low platinum. So see, I'm looking. I could even potentially do wolves and then gank bot lane if I see that it's an option. And now I'm looking mid lane. I'm looking whenever I don't really need to be paying attention to clearing my camp. But once I enter my top side, I kind of have to pay attention because I could get invaded. Yeah, it looks like my ASOL is dead. And it looks like Elise invaded my top side already. Looks like she started in my top side, and she did my 3 camps, right? So I have to invade her top side. It's crazy. A lot of these junglers are really aggressive and like invading me and stuff. It's okay. All you need to do is just calmly invade her side, and I need to look out to see when they decide to um move over. So you see how bot lane's missing here? I have to be careful now. I have to respect the fact that they're missing and they could be rotating to me. Yasuo is missing now. He doesn't see me in here. I'm not gonna Q. I'm not gonna E. So she did rotate over. He did rotate over, but it's okay. I'm on vision here, so I don't know. At least could be like right here. Okay, no. I'm gonna see if I can go over and take her Krugs. Because she took my Krugs. I still want to get that, right? It's like Emilio's getting low. So I'm gonna come around. I kind of messed up my pathing a little bit, but I think I can sneak Q on to him when the main waves crashes. Maybe I can do flash. There we go. Nice flash Q auto E. Okay. Okay, she flashes. I could have held my Q a little bit longer and then gone for her, which is probably what I should have done. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a micro mistake there. Play the Krugs. I got a nice kill. Elise is a little bit behind from doing her invade. And I'm gonna reset. Okay, I think this is worded here. I'm gonna reset back here then. And go to my Wolves, Gromp, and then path it down. So it looks like I'm ahead in CS on her. And she's like heavily playing for the Yone, which is interesting. I'm gonna actually take this opportunity of her ganking top lane to do Dragon, since she can't contest me from doing that. Let's just hope that my Acel doesn't die to this gank over here. The enemy bot lane is walking over. Hopefully they don't come here. Okay, good. They didn't actually check the pit. And I'm low, so I'm not going to invade right now. Just going to go back. Probably going to do Wolves, Gromp, and then path down again. Because I think Elise is still taking my topside camps. And it looks like my weak side Ornn is solo killing the Yone, which is pretty insane. She's putting so much pressure on the top side of the map, but she's not getting anything for it. So this is really good for us. I want to see which side she goes on. Okay, I didn't quite get a tell on which side she went on. So she could be going to my red, or she could be going down to her blue or her bot side. Like, she could be anywhere. A little bit scary. My bot lane keeps getting pushed in. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, at least he's poking the Emilio, which is really good on Bran. Maybe I can look for something here. This is warded. It's kind of scary face checking this because Elise could be here, right? I have R here. Maybe we could set up something right here with my thing here. Nice, nice. I missed the Q, but we still get the kill, which is really nice. Okay, I'm going to path to my top side, but not through my jungle because Elise can one-shot me. She can literally one-shot me because that's just kind of how her champion works. So I'm going to walk through the lane and try to see if I can do a lane gank against the Yone. I don't know if she's taking any of my camps here. Maybe we can just check my Krugs. So my Krugs are up. Nice. Let me drop this pink ward here. I'll wait for my sweeper and then sweep this bush. I kind of want to queue over here, but I'm going to save my queue just in case I need to escape. Maybe check into her top side. It looks like her blue buff is up. Okay. I'm not going to hit that just so I don't show myself. I think the Elise is now on the bot side of the map. Otherwise, she would be here. It's kind of scary. Elise, I don't know where Elise is. I don't know where Yasuo is. Yeah, here she is. Okay. Wait for her to use her E and then Q away. So I didn't commit my Q using my Q. So I have to wait until my Ornn gets here before we can take this fight. Okay, she flashed. He has flash too though. Nice, nice. So he baited all their abilities. Oh, she like turned her angle a little bit. I'm gonna wait for my Q to come back up before I go in. Okay, she's too far. She's really fast because she got her boots, tier 2 boots first. Maybe we could chase the Yasuo here. My team. Looks like they got him, so I'm not going to waste my time going over there. Nice. They got him, yeah. Yep. Just bait her abilities out. I shouldn't really be taking this guy's CS at this stage of the game. So as long as I stand behind the minions, she can't really do anything to me. She can't really touch me. Now, I may be a little bit behind in CS versus Elise. It's because I have to make sure that I'm not putting myself in a position where I can easily die when I go for invades. Like, me holding onto my Q and not fully committing all my abilities onto the blue is the reason why I didn't die there. Maybe we can look for a gank onto the Yone and set up for the Rift Herald. Nice. So the Yone flashed last second, dodging the Yone ult, but it worked out that he had flash too, so he could get his empowered auto attack off on the he could get the empowered auto attack off on the Yone, and we get the kill there. And we see Elise bot side, so I'm deciding to go for this Rift Herald. I have a sneaking suspicion that Elise is still around here, so I'm gonna check her. I'm gonna check her jungle camps. Okay, her wolves are up. Clear that. Just keep an eye on top lane. See if we can go for a play. Looks like Yone is getting low, so after I do Gromp, I can potentially look for a dive. I'll just drop the Rift Herald right behind the Yone. So even though we don't have a minion wave, yeah, it looks like he's just gonna die anyways. And I think I'm gonna take tower with the Ornn here. I'm gonna take tower with him, and try to get this gold down. Maybe we can get a second proc off. Yeah, if he's gonna back, I'm gonna just take the wave. That's cool. Nice. Get the cannon too. I'm gonna reset with this big fat back here. I have a lot of gold. Looks like even the Yasuo rotated over, kind of wasting his time a little bit. Wow, this is really good. Okay, so the entire time I was topside, I managed to get her camps and take the top tower and get a dive off on Yone. Well, Elise didn't even get to do the dragon. So this is a massive, massive lead that we have. So I think we're going to be able to close this game out pretty early. I'm going to just skip my blue buff since Jinx is already starting the dragon for me. She has some time, like her wave is not quite under tower, so this is okay to go for. At this stage of the game, all you need to do to really close it out is take winning fights. So you don't have to do any fancy plays. You don't have to go crazy. Just take the winning fights, the fights where you have numbers advantage, where you know where people are on the map. Secure the gold, the free gold that's on the map, and take winning fights if you have a lead like this. Make sure you're pathing towards your objectives. Looks like Elise is coming down here for a gank. It's going to be 2v4. Let's see how the bot lane manages to escape this. Wow. He actually escapes with, Okay, no, they both go down. It's okay, though. Like, they're sending 4 people down bot lane. So if they don't get something from that, that's really bad for them. I have to be very safe here. Because Elise is really good at diving, right? I just have to respect that. The fact that she's good at diving here. There's no camps for her to take, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm just going to wait and see if the bot lane pushes even further. We see Elise leaving now, so All right. I'm gonna take this CS. I'm not gonna give it to my support brand. He wants to make sure we get this tower. That's fine. With the pressure that I'm getting, I see Elise topside. I'm gonna go into her jungle and see if she has any camps up. She does have her Krugs up, so I'm gonna take this free gold. I'm not gonna Q, just in case I need to use it to escape. Okay. I have a lot of gold. I don't want to base and spend this gold. Wait, Emilio's walking into me. This is warded. Just gonna dodge the Emilio Q. If he walks steps up, I will stop my recall and try to fight here, but if not, I'll just recall. That's an interesting ward. Who placed it? Wait, what? What? I've never seen this before. There's like a strange that's so weird. There's like a strange passive that this ward has. Okay, I'm clearing my camps here because I want to get my blue smite, my Gust Walker hatchling finished. Looks like my team is dying here because they're stepping up in places they shouldn't really be stepping up. But I'm not gonna do that. Like, look how tilted they get. They immediately started a surrender vote. Who started that? The brand. Not surprised considering this guy's like limited in his chat. He dies a single time. The thing is, like, why would you do like surrender vote that when you know like there's the potential of everyone else saying yes? I just never understand that when people surrender when they're in a winning game. Maybe I can catch the Elise if she steps up on vision. I have to be careful though because the rest of her team is nearby. Yeah. It's gonna run. Maybe heal up a little bit. Keep an eye on my Ornn. They're chasing him really hard, but he has so much armor, right? And now their team, they have overextended. They've overextended trying to chase the Ornn, and all of them are gonna die for it. And I can pick up this free Rift Herald. Really nice call on the Ornn to reset and defend the base. Speed up my recall here. Recall by my Black Cleaver, and then I go towards the bot side. I don't have to like rush taking the dragon, since if they start it, we can easily contest it, and it will be in our favor. So we see two people top lane. We see Elise in here bot side jungle. I can clear my camps quickly. I'm not gonna do my Gromp. I'm gonna do dragon, then go back to my Gromp. Drop the pink ward so they don't have vision, so she can't steal it. Yep. Nicely secured. Dragon. I'm actually not gonna go to Baron here. I'm gonna go bot, and I'm gonna split push just like because I have a Rift Herald. So if no one comes and stops me, I'll just take their entire base with it. A lot of people don't value second Rift that much, but if you can ever find yourself in the side lane alone, okay, it's like Yasuo's gonna walk into me. So I'm gonna stand right here out of Fog of War. Okay, he's just 1 HP. I'm not sure what that's about. So the idea of what I did here is just standing in fog of war so he can't see me, but I can see him first. And that will allow me to get a free Q on top of him. Let me just drop my rift here. I live with like 1 HP. Probably should not have taken that fight in hindsight. But the Yone is so behind, so I was like, why not? Let's just test it. No? When you're that ahead, sometimes you can limit test like that. So now I know if I can 2v1 Emilio and Yone if he only has one item. And I have my core. So if I ever find myself in a situation like that again, I can always bust out that play where I can go for that 1v2. Okay. Oh, he accidentally took it with his Leandres. It's I don't really care though. It's alright. I'm gonna get my level 14 off of this Baron. Oh, they comboed together. I didn't know Yasuo was there too. That was a mistake by me. Wow, my Ornn is just destroying them. Right, buying 2 longswords. I'm gonna get my Edge of Night next. He actually canceled the CC of getting knocked up. Man, that guy is so tanky. The Thornmill buy. We have Soul coming up. Let's just sweep here. Make sure they don't have vision. If someone walks up, I can easily kill them. Alright. Looks like the enemy team is heavily engaging on my backline. It's okay, I'm just gonna sit here, see if anyone else walks up. Okay. Don't have to do anything crazy. I can just group with my Ornn since he's so ahead. Now I'm gonna ping to just use Soul. I'm gonna clear her bot side as I'm going there. I'm gonna clear the Elise's bot side. Oh, thank you, Ornn. He's gonna buff my item there. I think maybe I can kill Nyla. No, she's backing off. Oh, what are you doing, guy? You do not beat me. I'm gonna step in the bush so I get movement speed. And E him to slow him. And kill him too. Okay. Pretty sure my team is just gonna take their base. They're all dead, but I just like to guarantee the soul. Also kind of boosts our stats a little bit. Alright. They're resetting. Ornn is still in the base. I'm down to fight with Ornn, actually. I'm so down. Super down. Why is this guy trying to FF here? I don't understand. Like, is dude is still trying to forfeit the game. Why do people do that? God, that champion. He could just like hit you from range with so much AoE, it's ridiculous. Okay. I can engage off of this. There we go. Really well played game by the Orn. Orn says, please never pick your own top again. I don't know if that's a little salty there. But yeah, as soon as we saw the Elise take our jungle, I was like, okay, I have to make sure that I go down to her bot lane and pick up her camps. I was only able to pick up two because Yasuo rotated over. However, I was able to come back and I was able to come back and take the Krugs afterwards, and then I got a nice dive off behind on the Melio. So what ended up happening, why I really won this game is Elise spent all of her pressure top lane, but Orange survived all of the pressure that she put there, and Orange ended up killing the Yone anyway. So she didn't get the Yone at all. She didn't get him ahead at all. So we kind of just won the game off of that alone. And the fact that I still matched the amount of CS that she was doing, she did have a little bit of a lead at one point because I had to be hesitant. I'm trying to invade her jungle when I didn't have information on the Yasuo and the Elise. But I was able to escape, and I never gave her really an opening into the game. She didn't affect the bot lane a single time. That's why it's so easy to collect all the dragons. And if you go ahead and look at the objective damage, this is the stat that you want to be looking at all of your games. If you're getting like at least 40k objective damage, you can consider your job well done. And hopefully you understood, like, looking at using the camera keys like I was doing, looking at my champions as I was clearing, gave me some openings and visual things that I could look at and determine whether a gank was a good idea. Like the Melio, when I saw him really 1 HP under tower and I killed him because all I needed was flash Q auto E. That the first step there is using my camera keys to see how low he is. Second step was execution, knowing how to flash Q auto E. I put those two things together, I got myself a lead, and with that lead, I was able to win this game. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how you can practice using camera control and controlling the micro aspect of the concept I'm teaching today, which is camera control plus path deviation. So you're just going to come into play, click create custom right here. You're going to select blind pick, leave it as team size 5, confirm, and you're going to add bots on your team and bots on the enemy team. Doesn't matter if they're beginner or intermediate. Now, first things first, when you're going to practice this, you just have to make sure you put the bots in the correct affiliation according to the keybinds that you have. I'll quickly pull up my own keybinds and show you which ones I use. So for ally 1, I use Z, ally 2, I use X, and then ally 4, I use V. I don't have the third one bound because I actually use C for my ward. That's just a personal preference thing. But as long as I have someone in each lane, I'm okay to do this. I typically put it on my support instead of my AD carry because I believe, in my opinion, I think looking at your support is more important than your AD carry most of the time. So it looks like I have Vladimir and Ezreal in the top lane, so I'm going to go ahead and put those guys up there. I would be in the middle, I guess. And it looks like maybe Garen is going over here. So now if you want to, if you're not using the C keybind, you can use it as well. It's just a personal preference thing. But yeah, the whole point of this is during your clear, you want to be looking at, oh my gosh, you want to be looking at the lanes as you clear. For some reason, I have my keybinds bound differently in this game mode. So I press flash, like my smite is on my F key, so I accidentally flashed there. But it's okay, it's a bot game, right? That it actually caused me to mess up my clear, but it should be okay. But while I'm doing my raptors, I'm just gonna look at Garen, see what's happening in the lane. And this is just a good way to practice using your camera keys without actually going in game and being willing to mess up in game. This is going to be a skill that takes time to develop, just like jumping over on collecting information, jumping back while you're clearing. So if you're uncomfortable with it, I would recommend doing this just to help yourself get familiar with the action of looking at lanes while you're clearing. Especially when I have like your level 3 power spike after you do your raptors here, because that's mainly when you're going to be looking to start applying pressure on the map in lanes, because you have your Q to gank. So I see here like they're pressuring top lane, getting them low under tower. Just gonna smite and come up, and in this position, if this is a real game, I would consider like coming around behind them for a lane gank like this, so they don't see me in the fog of war. I'd wait for the minions to be pushed up, and then I would go for the dive here. This guy's level 1. This would never really happen in a real game, and now I could potentially go for a dive. You see Master Yi's backing off of the tower, so I can just go on to him. Of course, these are bots, so anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something from this game, and stick around for more on my channel because I'm going to be uploading this series at least to one video every single day. This is Classical Kill out.